Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Had a problem with a little rolling cart in the kitchen. The drawer was stuck. And I went to take a look at it and found that this thing was jammed into the bottom of the drawer, actually spreading the drawer apart and causing it to wedge into the pocket. Well, once I got it out, I looked in there and I saw that it had batteries, so I pressed the button. It was dead. That's never a good thing. When you've got batteries in something and the batteries go dead, it can create a major problem. Now, this is just a little minor thing, but the same thing can happen with a smoke detector or some of your test equipment, or pretty much anything in your house that has batteries in it. If it's left to sit and the batteries go dead, they'll rust. The bottom will corrode. Usually it's the negative end. This is the positive end with a little bump on it. The negative end is mostly flat. I don't know why the negative end leaks more than the positive end, but it seems to. Anyways, once they start leaking, that acid in the battery will corrode anything it touches. And since it's on the bottom, and the bottom comes up against the little spring, it just seems to make better sense to put the battery up against the spring so that you can push it down and then slip it into this other contact point. The point doesn't go into the spring as well as the flat. So anyways, the spring is usually on the negative side. So that means when the negative side starts leaking, it leaks onto that spring, and it's very difficult to get the spring cleaned up. And even if you do manage to get it cleaned up, it's usually pretty well shot. The spring's corroded to the point where it's just going to rust all the time anyways. So we'll take those batteries out. Now let's see if the thing will work. Put some fresh batteries in it. Yep. It's working. Good. Now, that's all well and good, but if I just leave these batteries in, we don't use this thing very often. Back when I had that S500 Schwinn electric scooter, I recognized that it didn't have any lights on it. And since I was going to have Lydia driving it, I thought I really needed to put something on the back as a warning. So I bought this little thing, and it is made for somebody who's a jogger or riding a bicycle, because this will clip onto your belt, or in my case I was going to have it attached to the back of the scooter, and you can press that button and it flashes and lets people know that you're in front of them. Nice little thing. But since I got rid of the scooter, the electric scooter went off with a young man who was going to college and wanted to have something to ride around the campus. He was a lot lighter than I was, and he's probably going to get enough mileage out of the thing to make it worthwhile. I got about a half a block and the controller overheated. So anyways, he bought it, took it to college with him, which meant that I'd have no use for this thing. So I'm better off just leaving it without batteries in it. Same thing goes for anything. If you have a test meter that has a 9-volt battery in it, taking the battery out is an easy thing to do, and it keeps it from causing problems later. If you have something like this infrared thermometer, just take the battery out and leave it out. If you keep it in a cool, dry place, it'll stay charged up and ready for the next thing that needs it. May not be the thermometer, might be something else. Put it in, do the job, take it out. This stays safe, the battery doesn't get damaged, everything's happy. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.